Hello and welcome back to Hardcore, and today I'm doing a little bit of MF vs ATV reflex. I do rescout this race because of some really irritating people. I can't remember if it's the qualifying or the heat. I think it's this. So sorry about that, but I get quite frustrated. And I'm not particularly in the best mood. I've been in for a while because it's a bit sad, but used my gun. It arrived on Wednesday, used it on Saturday, which for me, day of recording is yesterday. But what am I doing? So I used that with a couple of friends. It was quite good. There was only 3 of us, unfortunately, so wasn't the best, but you know. But then it stopped, and I thought the battery died, but it was a bit odd that it just randomly stopped, to be fair. Thought no more of it, thought, oh, the battery's dead, and used one of my friend's guns. He had 2, for half an hour or so it lasted an hour and a half before breaking. Effectively, it wasn't a battery. The battery was fully charged. Well, not fully charged, but it had power in it. The motor, it has burnt out, and it has basically fried the motor. I don't know why it's done that, but it will do about 2 shots and then stop. I take the motor cover off, pull it back on, 2 more shots. So I'm going to have to send it back and get a new motor put in it, or get a new motor and ask them to install it, whatever I can get done. But it is powerful, very accurate as well, when it's working, obviously. But when it isn't, it's rather irritating. Which is rather frustrating, but what can you do? So I don't know what's going on with that. So I can't use the gun anymore. Well, not for a short time. Hopefully I can get it fixed. If not, that's quite a lot of money gone in an hour and a half ish. Which is frustrating, but let's get back to the game itself. And I just realised that I haven't didn't actually pause it at all. No, I paused it, but didn't start Vegas again, so I don't actually know where I am. 332. Oh my god. Oh, that'll do. So this is the latest in the franchise of MF vs ATV. I have played all of the console games, well, all the Xbox ones, including this one on the Xbox. This is actually on the PC. I actually prefer this game on the PC, just because it's epic. The graphics are a lot better. I think the gameplay itself is a lot smoother. For those of you that don't know, MF vs ATV Unleashed was the first one, hence the name Unleashed. That was probably the best one, must be said. Oh, that was a fail. Probably the best one. Had planes and all sorts, really fun. That was on the PS2. Next one was Untamed, which was slightly more focused on motorbikes and quad bikes, which isn't a bad thing, I guess. one qualifying. I decided to go right over the edge for some reason. I don't know why, because it's on the inside of the corner, I think. You get those annoying things that say about stuff. That's one thing I have found. There are some glitches in this game, mainly with the mouse on the menu. When you click over like exit sometimes. Oh, I restart this one as well. But when you click over the exit, sometimes it doesn't work. The mouse isn't always there. Yeah, sorry about that. This recording is 14 minutes long, and I don't normally restart that much. I've just been having a bad race. I didn't have a warm-up race, so that's probably why. Oh god, oh, fail. But yeah, this game's good. It's alright. Then you had, what do you have after Untamed? I can't remember. But this is the latest PC and console. There were a couple on the DS and PSP. I think. Or it might have just been a PSP, I can't remember which one it was on. There was a couple. I don't think it was on the DS actually. I think it was on a PSP. So yeah, it's a good game. But as with GTA, after the first one, wow, GTA fell after San Andreas. I know that was number 3. I think, was it 3 or was it 2? Can't remember now. But it wasn't, because was the one between that and 4? I can't remember now. After that, GTA 4 was awful. Chinatown, I don't know, I never played it, but it wasn't particularly good apparently. They had like the expansion pack one for IV, which I think some of them are quite good. Some are actually better than the actual game itself, which is a bit weird. But 5 looks like it could be the next San Andreas, because most people say that one was the best because the map was huge, plenty of things you could do. Alright, it's quite glitchy if you had it on a PC, for example. I can't remember that many glitches from PlayStation 2, but I may have been wrong, I may have been loads, I didn't notice them. I'm certainly pre-ordering it, but I don't know what for. It comes out September sometime, mid-September, but is the Xbox One going to be out then? And is the Xbox One going to be backward compatible? I reckon so, because they wouldn't screw themselves over massively by not having it back compatible, because GTA I think will come out before Xbox One is released, which means that people who buy 5 will have to keep their Xbox 360 or other console. I'm saying Xbox because that's what I have. I have to keep that just to play GTA, which I don't think they'll do because Microsoft aren't that's basically committing suicide in a console world. It's not having it backwards compatible. The second-hand thing, I think they'll get rid of it. Basically, Microsoft and PS3, PlayStation, so Sony, they both have the same sort of marketing thing. PS4 is being talked about because we haven't actually seen it. It's a blurred out box. And according to Sony, I could work there because I can draw on a computer a blurred out box. Obviously. And people have been talking about that because we don't actually know what it looks like, and it looks, from what we're seeing, Machinima, for example, put all the little snippets they showed and it forms a triangle. So it could be anything. They showed us a controller, I think, but that might have just been a design rather than the actual controller. And Microsoft did the same thing. They've said about certain things, so people talk about it, getting people sort of talking about it in school. You talk about it. You're like, well, this is doing this, that. Well, and I've been thinking, no, they're not going to keep it. They're just trying to get people to talk about it. That's what they do. They want as many sales as possible. So they're going to say certain things that will go against everyone. So people talk about it, and then, hopefully, next week, is it? I don't know. In a couple of weeks, E3, when they're actually going to release it, then they'll just change what they said and actually put it to what they are doing at E3. So people getting all worried about the Xbox not being able to have second-hand games properly or backwards compatible, it'll be fine. I'm sure they're not going to commit suicide like that. There may be the second-hand thing. It's like when a company sells a second-hand game, they have to pay a bit of money to Microsoft and the cloud system they use, which I can't remember the name of at the moment, which they may keep, but they may drop the amount they have to pay. Because at the moment, game, for example, gets 100% of the money for selling a second-hand game. This game may drop it to, I don't know, maybe they have to pay 30% to Microsoft, but they're still making 70% on it. Whereas the proposed one at the moment is only giving them 10%. I think they'll have to increase the price of the game so they make enough money. As you probably know, most game stores make most of their money from second-hand games rather than pre-ordering or new games, because they pay a certain amount to get the game to start the new game, whereas the old games they pay 5. If they're trading in, they may get 10, and they may knock off a 10 or something like that from a new console, for example. They may have that, and but then they can sell each one for about a £5, let's say, depending on the age, obviously. So they're making £4 profit. Come up to the finish line in a minute. I've just noticed how far behind Audacity is from Vegas, but oh well. So yes, I was going to be doing, well, I may still be doing a BB War at the weekend. I'm recording it, but I may not have my gun. I probably won't have my gun, which is irritating because it is ridiculously OP. Me and one of my other friends had a Thompson full auto, and I have my MP5, which is semi or full. But then my other friend James, he was using a shotgun, which is a single shot pump action. He also had a G36, but it's rubbish, and we all know it's quite bad. The accuracy on it's rubbish, the range is rubbish, the velocity is just next level. It's the next level above just plopping out the barrel. But when you get used to that gun, you can use it. I've used it quite a few times, but I actually managed to get people this time because the magazine capacity on my gun is a lot bigger. Not a lot bigger, but quite a bit bigger, and it's easier to reload mid-game. You just spin like a thing at the bottom. and then you get more rounds, so that works. So yeah, I'm quite annoyed with the gun. So thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.